Hello, this is D, and I'm back with another video. And today we're going to be playing Flight Simulator 2024. Now, on launch day, I really tried to get into this game, but unfortunately, the servers were really overloaded, and I was just unable to get into the game. Now, maybe after 6-7 hours, I was able to finally get in and have a couple of sessions. And for the most part, it was pretty good, but we still had some hitches, some problems with the streaming. Now, overall, the image quality on the Xbox Series X version is pretty good. Now, today we're also going to look at the Steam version. Now, I was given a key for this from Keymailers and Microsoft, and I have to say thank you for that key. And that allowed me to play this game a little bit early. Well, I tried to play it early, but it allowed me access to the Steam version, and this is the Premium Deluxe version. So I've had quite a bit of time to go over the different modes and the different graphical settings on PC, and I'm gonna give you guys my opinion on the game. Now, overall, I think this game is a fantastic looking game when it works. Now, there were so many issues at launch. Now, the Xbox version, it took me about 6-7 hours to get into it. Once I got into it, the streaming issues weren't so bad. Now, on the PC side, when I was playing the Microsoft app version, it kind of had some streaming issues. Some of the textures were just not loading in at all, and I have it on the screen here. Now, after that, I tried the Steam version because I also have Game Pass, so I did have this game for Game Pass, but I also had the Steam version, which I tried, and I didn't really have any issues with the Steam version. Now, I tried it a day later after they did a couple of hot fixes for the game, and I still found the Steam version to perform better than the Microsoft Store version of the game. So if you have this on PC and if you're buying this game, I think Steam is the better option. Now, it's unfortunate because you would expect that Microsoft, the Xbox Store, would have the better version of their own game, but that does not seem to be the case. It does run better on Steam. Now, the streaming issue, or I should say the FPS gains that I got on the Microsoft Store version, I think that's because part of the textures weren't actually in the game, so they weren't having to render that, and that obviously gave us a better frame rate because parts of the world are just missing. So overall, I gotta say my experience was better on Steam. Now, since the game has been out like 3 days, I have played it in the Microsoft Store, and those issues mostly seem to be gone. I still find that the Steam version does load faster. Now, let's just get into the Xbox version of this game. Now, the resolution, I think it's running a pretty high resolution. Now, unfortunately, on the Xbox Series X and S, this game is running at 30 FPS. Now, I don't think 30 FPS is really that bad in a game like this because you're not really doing a lot of fast movements. You're looking at the view, you're looking at the terrain, you're looking at the instruments inside of your aircraft. So it's not really a lot of things going on at one time. So 30 FPS in this game is forgivable. And I know I'm against 30 FPS, but I'm just stating the facts because it's really smooth in this game, and I don't think a lot of gamers are gonna mind it. Now, of course, on PC, you got it at 60, you got it above, and of course, that is a much better experience. But it is what it is on the Xbox Series X and S, and 30 FPS is the target frame rate. Now, when the game first launched, I was able to unlock the VRR mode, and I think I was getting around 55 to 50 FPS. It was pretty smooth. Now, since they patched the game or the hotfix was released, I no longer have this option. So if any of you guys know how I can trigger the VRR mode in this game, I have it set at 120 Hertz. It should trigger it, but unfortunately that's not the case. So this game is locked at 30 FPS. Now, with that out the way, the visuals I feel are really good on the Series X. I was surprised at the visual fidelity that you get. Now, there are certain times that it does seem to go down in resolution, and I think that has something to do with the dynamic resolution on the game, or maybe something with the servers. So I noticed sometimes it wasn't the most optimal image quality, but for the most part, it was resolving a really good image, and it handled pretty good. Now, I have a couple of comparisons against the PC version, so we're just gonna run through that right now, and I'll show you a couple of scenes from the Xbox Series X. We'll come back and we'll get right into the PC version. So as you can see, the game looks fantastic on the Xbox Series X, but let's just get into the PC version. Now on the screen right now, I have the PC version up, and I have to say it looks fantastic. Now on PC, you have a host of options. You can run it with DLLA, DLSS. You can run it with the quality settings, performance, ultra performance. You can turn frame gen on and off. You have a host of ways to extract the most performance of this game on PC. Now, of course, I have an RTX 4090, and I will say that this game is a little bit different than Flight Simulator 2020. Now, I will say that it's different in the sense that Forza Horizon is different from Forza. Now, I find that it is still pretty challenging. You still have the sim aspects of the genre. So you still have to be really precise with your landing, with your calculations. Like, it acts and behaves like a real aircraft should. You have even ground physics, you have water physics. So they've even updated the physics in this game. But it's a lot more fun with the activities that you have, the challenges, the career mode. Trying to land a helicopter was so hard for me to do. I tried it so many times. It was extremely difficult, but the way that they structured it, it was a lot of fun. And when you finally did it, you feel rewarded for what you've done. Flying aircrafts like F1s, it was incredible flying it at a low altitude and learning how to fly it at a low altitude. And the way that they present it and do it in the game, I don't know, it's just a great experience. Now, you have a lot of things that you can do. You have challenges, you have the career mode, you have activities, you have multiplayer. There's so many different ways of playing this game. And right now, at this point when I'm making the video, the server seems to be working as it should. I'm not really having any loading issues on PC. The world, it loads in quite quickly. And I gotta say, it is such a huge upgrade over the previous Flight Simulator. The trees, the terrain, it looks a lot better. Even the lighting in HDR, this game looks incredible. So I'm just gonna leave you guys with a little bit more footage of this game on PC. We're gonna show you a couple of different environments. I'm gonna put the settings on the screen so you guys can know. I know at the beginning I probably didn't tell you the specs. Once again, I'm running this on an RTX 4090 paired with a 7900X CPU with 32 gigs of RAM. We're fully spec'd out, and I'm having no issues with this game on PC. As of right now, I have to recommend this game. I would give it an 8 out of 10. I would give it a higher score, but unfortunately, too many launch issues. We still need some optimizations and some quick fixes. I think the Xbox Series X, I hope that they unlock that VRR mode so those of us that have that display can enjoy it at a higher frame rate. But overall, I have to say the game is definitely a buy. Now, if you're on PC, I recommend you buy it on Steam. If you have Game Pass, it plays fine in the Microsoft Store. Just if I had an option to buy which version, I would buy the Steam version. And if you're on console, the Xbox Series S, I'm hearing it's running it okay, so I haven't really tried it there. The Xbox Series X, though, I can say it's definitely running good, and it's definitely worth a play. Anyways, I'm leaving you guys with this footage. Let me know if you like this type of content. Like, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one.